started now?
I have started the recording. Brent, I didn't see it because of this stupid community gift chest covers that up.
I almost said something, but you were mid sentence with the introduction, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, we are
Say
recording
it.
now, and I know we look really professional. Hey, I'm Jason Hobbs. I'm the GM. I have a Twitch stream, a YouTube, and a few podcasts. Check them all out and throw me all your money, or don't throw me all your money and just play in my games. That would be cool too. I'm down with that. Anyway, Brent, see, this community gift chest is causing problems, Cody. We got to figure out how to hack that out.
Well, my camera's going crazy.
Yeah, your camera's pixelating.
I think I have too much shit open.
All right.
Either that or I'm a robot.
Immediately shut your shithole. All right. So anyway, in Fenlag's previous adventure, you headed towards Landman Town. Do you remember this? An outpost of Varnori, who have decided to, instead of raiding and giving their booty, portions of their booty to the Jarl, they've decided to lay down some roots in the Midlands and have started an outpost called Landman Town.
I do remember us heading that way. We never made
but
it, though.
You ran into some mercenaries that called themselves the Veterinarn, and they were led by a guy named Sigurn.
Yeah, I remember them. I was trying to talk to them, and Shay didn't like how I was handling the encounter.
Okay, so he is Che, and Shay Cormac is actually the Australian guy. So it's Che in the UK,
Whatever, dude.
and whatever you say, Cotty.
That's fine. Potato, all right?
That's okay unless your name is Potato. Then you probably like it to be said how it is.
All right. So Che didn't like how I was handling the encounter.
Yeah, I've heard that before, Brent, but I don't know how to do it. Anyhow, so now these are the characters. I have put their tokens down here. Here's Fenlag again, and here's Gurdon. Hey, guys. So, like I said, eventually when we play this game more often, I would expect people are going to choose what they want to do before the game actually starts. Let's go to the map. But since we didn't even know this was the game we were playing until very recently, that's kind of a difficult thing to... Oh, let's get rid of these guys. Put these guys in. That's really... Whoa, what the... Oh, okay. That's really a difficult thing to accomplish in that situation. All right, I got to make this smaller for the...
This map is so cool.
Viewers at home.
Do you know who... Is this from the book, Jason?
This is from the Midlands
come from a module?
Setting book.
Oh, okay. Do you know who did the art?
I think it might be Randy M.
Yeah, it's pretty. I like it.
He also did like almost the slightly isometric map of all of the Midlands that you'll see online.
Yeah, that map is sweet.
It may not be Randy M though. I can't. I feel like
Is Steve in this? No, he's not here. We could have asked him, but
I feel like Steve said that. Yes, I also should say that I have given away a hardback of the Low Fantasy Game Deluxe Edition, and I actually finally mailed it to Brent Taylor today because he won the raffle. Congratulations, nice. Brent.
Very cool.
And as far as this game goes, so what do you guys think you want to do? So you have a couple rumors.
I don't think I have enough money to hire guys to head on to the wilderness.
Yeah, I'm pretty poor too.
Futz about town. I don't know.
Gonna break into a rich person's house and get some money.
I would be down.
So I guess maybe
you're a rogue, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I could talk our way out of any.
Well, what were your rumors, Cody? What was your rumor?
I don't remember if I wrote it down or not. I don't think I wrote it down.
You had one job, Cody.
I know. I failed.
All right, roll a d8.
Yes. New rumor. I feel like as a bard, I'd be out rumor mongering anyway. So.
Everything happens at the table in this game. What'd you get, bro?
I rolled a 7.
Oh, 7. Interesting.
Is this one of the new ones you added?
It is indeed.
Excellent.
But I don't know if it's going to be to anything that you're liking. The Jarl asks for a scouting party to find reavers in the Littenskog. The Littenskog is called, I think, is Darkwood, and it's nearby to the north, as opposed to the Siltwater, which is a fairly large lake that Vorngard is on. The path from the bay, the Boreal Bay, to northwest of Vorngard travels a road that moves past the Littenskog, and this rumor basically says some of the goods that the Jarl is sending back to Vornar have been getting, raided.
Okay. Does this Jarl have a name?
Yes, he does. Have I not told you given you the box text for Vorngard?
Is there box text?
Oh
It's
my
not-
gosh, I think you probably need to say it again.
It's not really box text, but here we go. Vorngard is only 20 years old, the newest city of the region and southernmost stronghold of Varnor. The city is really more of a fortified frontier town, wild and lawless, but for the decrees of Jarl Osgurd and the whims of his jack-booted enforcers, the Jarl's men. The streets are winding, muddy paths, rutted by carts and hooves, flanked by wooden buildings with pitched roofs. I changed from video game or talk show, a game show prize-winning host to the guy from Conan. Anyway, architectural
pretty natural.
architectural motifs of dragons, the sea and shield heraldry dominate. There is a distinct lack of stone or brick dwellings. The temperature in Vorngard is cool, often with a crisp wind blowing from the north. Sanitation is poor, and an unpleasant stench tends to permeate any time the wind stops blowing, which fortunately is rarely. The city is primarily a staging point for Varnori raiders heading south, but with each passing year, greater numbers of northerners turn to trade and farming as a way of life.
People are becoming soft. Must raid. Yeah, I'm probably the softest Venori ever in life. But okay. All right, I got it. And I put, you know what? There's a notes section on my character sheet, so I pasted all that in there.
That is what you're supposed to do. Yes.
Awesome. I feel
So,
like I know what I'm doing.
what do you guys want to do? You guys are experienced West Marches players, and feel free if you don't feel like you have enough to go off of, then tell me that. Otherwise, what do you want? Do you really want to try and find someone in town? The assumption is you're hanging out in one of the taverns. Usually, I think most of the stuff happens in the Salty Strumpet, which is number 8, and this large establishment here, basically right on the town square. The large hall in the top right corner. This is the Jarl's Hall over here. This is like the shipyarding. There's also a legend in the thing here.
What's Draken's Skull? Is that another
It's a
hall
bar.
or tavern?
Yep, it's a bar.
Okay.
And so I also put some rumors in the launching, or like in the I don't even
Sorry,
the
handout.
notes of the campaign. Not in the hangout itself, but in the notes of the campaign. And that
Okay.
talked about, I don't know, I just wrote it.
So I wouldn't be opposed to trying to find someone to rob, or maybe we could ask around if there's like a thieves guild. They might have some jobs for us.
Yeah, I had the same thought of have we been in town long enough maybe to know the sketchy bar.
Yeah.
You go in on a job.
So no, not really. You guys have pretty much just gotten to town, other than the amount of time that Fenlag has already spent here, recovering from his journeys to the ruin to the west.
So Jason, I want to I'll approach the barkeep, and I've got the gather information skill. And I think I actually get advantage on it because of my silver tongue class ability. I'll approach the barkeep and strike up a conversation, and let him know that some of my stuff was kind of recently stolen, and maybe just trying to find out if he knows where maybe people who steal things hang out, so I can try and go get it back, or
Alrighty, that makes some sense. I would say we maybe should.
wandering around drunk last night and someone cut my purse.
So, Mr. Fenlag strikes up a conversation with a red-haired bartender who is not a flamenco dancer.
Was there ever any question?
Well, you should take it up, I think.
So the Salty Strumpet is a triple-story wooden building with large rooms, standard food, and expensive ale. The chairs are luxuriously padded, and the bar is a long deceased. On the bar, whoops, is a long deceased, probably female, Varnori head preserved in salty brine. The proprietary is a woman with an athletic build, blonde hair, and intricate tattoos down both arms, and a toothy grin known as Yinvild. All right, so did you go ahead and take that roll with
Boom, great
advantage?
Success.
A great success. Nice. So, where was that? Here we go. Vorngard. So, the best known location for anything like that would be probably one of the more powerful groups of thieves operating from safe houses and nearby inlets. The River Curs. They're a tight-knit, fearless, and quick to react to threats or opportunities.
River Curs.
They're said to be led by a roguish
one of the
woman
players
named Becca.
Okay, I think one of the players last time is either affiliated with them or had a rumor about them, because that name sounds familiar. River Curs.
Thinking about scheming a plan here for maybe like two birds, one stone. When the rumor that Finlag has about reavers in the Littenskog, is reaver a very specific term, or is it used generic here like bandit?
Generic.
Okay.
Actually, that refers to second level bandits as opposed to. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. I don't know, man. You think we could use that as a guise to go ask some questions around there and like basically assume that we heard that they might have some work along those lines, as in they're either participating and could we get involved in that or another job?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be no law-abiding citizen here.
All right, so you guys are going to head over to the area that the River Curs are known to hang out, which happens to be this large number 6.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so what's the plan here? I understand your intention, but how do you plan to do it?
Sure. Maybe look for like a common building like that looks like an obvious tavern or something that would be a good starting point in this particular area. Otherwise, maybe just kind of walk around and get the lay of the land. If there's not like an obvious tavern that would be open or marked, then maybe some sketchy character leaning against an alley.
How tall are the buildings here? Are they
they're often
they're
they're often single to two-story buildings, but some of the larger ones are definitely 3 stories.
So Gurdon, how are you at the climbing and jumping and such?
Pretty good. That's at my wheelhouse.
What time of day are you guys doing this?
Yeah,
if-
that
So
probably
what
makes
if
sense.
I wander around in like an alleyway and you can either hide maybe up high or somewhere else? Because I'm trash at hiding, right? I'm no good. And if someone comes out, maybe we could jump them that way, try and
Well,
pump them for info,
I thought like
or
maybe step one is like diplomatic, right? Like we're kind of
okay,
seeking a job, right? As opposed
sure,
to jumping one
that's
of
fine.
these guys. We kind of want intel on either getting involved in a job or who knows, maybe they know something about the
These
um
Reavers.
yep.
Oh, I wonder if the Reavers are cutting into their business.
Yeah, any number of possibilities, right? But I thought that'd be like a good topic to
Okay.
just if so I think it's just more about finding a contact first. So maybe step one, obvious
Walk
tavern
around, look
thing in
tough.
this area or no?
Not exactly over here. There likely
Okay.
is one. It would be like a small drinking house, more of than like a large inn, like many of the other drinking establishments. But like I
Okay.
said, did you guys ever
Speakeasy.
say what time of day it was when you were coming over here?
What do you think, Cody? Maybe early evening, like before
I think so.
work hours, but maybe
Yeah.
still early enough to catch somebody.
Okay,
think so.
perfect. So as you guys move over here from the Salty Strumpet and you're kind of going towards this main gate that heads west towards Landman Town, it seems like some kind of farmer or something has brought in a herd of cattle, and so this whole area is kind of strewn with half a dozen to a score of cattle. They're kind of like the deep longhorned yaks, really kind of heavily furred. And a storm has come in, and you can kind of hear like some distant rumbling, and their eyes are kind of wide, and you can definitely see the whites around the cow's eyes. So you're kind of moving through this cattle herd as you're making your way down the main road. And, there's like young men and women with twitches, trying to keep them moving in a particular direction towards the center of town where they're going to sell them, apparently. Maybe they're for the Jarl. Maybe they're sacrifices for the rune seer to the one true god of the Vornari, the Deep One.
Not to be confused with Cthulhu.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, me neither.
Interesting. A herd of cattle.
Yeah. So, is there anything you guys are going to do, or are you going to try and get off and go down some alleyways, or?
And of all the things that we might have encountered walking to this part of town, a herd of cattle was not it. I'm a little on tilt here.
Do these look like? Do these guys look like they're the legit owner of these cattle, or were they maybe rustled or?
How would you know? They look like dirty Vernari.
Jeez,
Okay.
it's harsh. It's harsh.
Yeah.
Well, just because they've been out moving these cows
Yeah,
from
right.
wherever.
Driving cattle is not pleasant work. No, I get it.
No.
I don't see anything we could do with this outside of cause some chaos and scare them to stampede, but that would probably be really bad.
So are they riding like horses or something behind them, or are they kind of just walking alongside trying to wrangle them?
At this point, when you first see them, they just seem like they're walking alongside. But there is surely like some adults involved as well. It's not just just young. When I say young, I mean
Oh, I see. Okay.
like young adults, probably not that different from your own age, a few years still living at the farm and haven't gone out a Viking or whatever, So they were likely transplants, because it's only been in the last 10 years probably that they've started to put down roots and such.
Okay, cool. Maybe we'll walk near them, if there's like a way to kind of walk around the main herd, but still get within talking distance. And if I can get eye contact with one, I'll just be like, hey, you know where I can get a steak around here?
You dirty drag, we just got into town. What do we know about steaks? We're just trying to sell some cattle to the Jarl.
I'm just going to kind of motion at the cows as if they missed the joke, but all right, yeah,
did.
Cool. What news from the outside?
They say wolfmen attacked Landman Town, but I don't believe it.
All right.
fodder for a song, I suppose.
All right.
Oh, that's
we got
what
a
it
tidbit.
was. The rumor that I didn't tell you about is that there is a cult called Hottie Dog Cultists. That the rune seer Ulfrey had a portent that they are a heavy and thick cloud all about Vorngard. And some guys brought one of the cultists, but he even passed throughout his torture and execution by the priests of the deep god, of the deep one, claimed his innocence. And there are stories that a Varg was involved, a skin changer.
Oh, you know what? I saw these guys the last time I played. I'm gonna call out to this guy and tell him, it's true, lad. I seen it with my own eyes. Might want to hire some guards if you go by that way, come from that way. Fierce beasts.
No, Destro, it is Swedish or Norse for he who hates the sun. Hottie dog.
Boot Knife wants us to cut our way through the cattle.
But I should
I don't know
have
if
some
I'd wanna
Black Company
fight a cow.
references.
Roll initiative.
Cattle are
Stampede.
quite fierce,
At
man.
this moment, a massive clap of thunder cracks down, and they lose control of.
Oh fuck.
They lose control of the herd of cattle as they all start to mill around and all try to dart into different directions from the horrific sound of the striking thunder. You know, lightning flashes, and then moments later, a cacophony of sound erupts, and then wild braying. All you can see is the whites of their eyes as these massive longhorned cattle start moving around, shifting erratically and dangerously.
I gotta try and calm these guys down, man.
Well, actually, I think first of all, it's going to take some rolls to make sure you're not in the path immediately of these stampeding cattle.
Oh boy.
This
You're
feels.
the boss.
You know, like that?
I mean, we kind of did go around the side walking by them, but cool.
Right, but the side doesn't mean anything now because they're.
I assume we're kind of between them and like a row of buildings or something.
Yeah, but you could get smashed up against the buildings
Yeah,
by
sure,
them.
sure.
All sorts of horrible things could happen.
Not pushing back. Not pushing back.
I
Just
kind
trying
of
to
feel like you're
understand.
pushing back.
I would tell you, and you would know.
I thought you just did.
All right, cool. That's fun.
I think so. I'm thoroughly entranced.
This is farmer simulator. I'm good.
This is like a Western. This is like a theme right from a Western town
I feel like
in a
I'm
dead end.
playing Red Dead Redemption now. Yeah.
I'm looking
Strolled
for-
into Valentine.
There
There's
we go. 49. So initially, to keep yourself from harm, I think this would be you could do acrobatics or athletics, depending on how you're trying to get out of this problem.
Yeah, I'll probably go acrobatics, and like my intent eventually, like when I can, would be to maybe try to scramble up like one of the buildings or something.
Yeah, jumping, tumbling, parkour, escapeology are all acrobatics. So if you have acrobatics, then this would be a dex check for you, sir. If you don't have
Alrighty.
acrobatics, it would be an acrobatics check actually. So a success. So you scramble out of the way. What about Fenlag? What methodology is he going to use to escape goring? Possible goring, I should say.
Like just calmly move out of the way. No, I have no skill in acrobatics, so I'm probably panicking.
You don't
just gonna
have
run
to.
into one of the alleys.
Okay, yeah. To repeat, all that a skill helps you do is allows on your reroll pool and gives you a +1. It's not like
All right.
you can make a dex check if you want. Basically, you can have a choice of dex, strength, or con.
I mean, con is the highest number that I have.
So how would you define using con? Running it without getting tired?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
It's like, what do they? Is that in Spain where they do that, or Uruguay where they running of the bulls and you're like running through the alleys and they're behind you?
yeah, that's insane. That's insane. I take no part in that. I'm gonna use my dex and I'm just gonna leap out of the way, maybe dive into one of the alleyways. I don't care if I land on my belly or hurt myself doing it. It's surely better than getting trampled by a cow.
All right, yeah. So make a dex check. So, perfect, a great success.
Great
So
success.
you do not land any cow poo, and you guys make it out. All I was going to do is they were going to get attacks on you if they didn't, and they are now kind of wildly running through this part of town, and you can kind of hear like some people get knocked through windows because like the windows are just like wooden shutters that are probably lighter wood or whatever. It's not like they got a ton of glass or anything like that, and you can see these landmen townies, all these rural type people. They're like, hey, they're like using little twitches and running away wildly, and it's just like a chaos over here. So I don't think there's that kind of chaos. But what do you guys want to do? Is there anything you want to do? Do you just want to get the heck out of here? Do you want to use it as a way for a snatch and grab? What do you got in mind?
So I guess right now, are they already past that little alley section that we were in? If we like scrambled away, like, or are we still at risk if we were to stand in this very spot?
It's possible that one of them could run down here as the storm continues, but at this moment, you are not in danger.
Is there like a corral they're trying to get them into, or
they said something about going towards the Jarl's Keep, the Jarl's Hall is what I should say.
I wonder if maybe we should maybe follow close by and see if anyone tries anything on these guys, right? I mean, I don't know. They're like poor farmers. I don't know what they have, right? Who would try and steal from these guys, right? Unless they're trying to steal a cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but stealing a cow in a town would be kind of difficult, I imagine.
So you're thinking maybe help ran them in, ask for a cow in payment when we get there?
Sure. Yeah, that's your stake.
So
like approximately how many total cows are we talking about? Like 20 or?
Yep. In the 20 range. This is the greatest game ever, guys. It's so cool. It's all about Vikings rustling cows.
So I make a lasso, I guess.
Yeah, right. Are there any that have broken off from the herd that we can see, Jason?
Yes, they're all about. In fact, what I would like you guys to do is make a detection, and if you don't have detection, perception roll.
All right.
I think I'm excellent at both those things. Deception, you said?
No, detection.
I have neither of those.
You have perception.
Can you imagine session 1 just getting gored by a cow in the first 15 minutes?
That would be so awesome.
It would.
Just riding around, horn through your chest, impaled on a cow. That's pretty metal, if you ask me.
Did you guys make a roll yet, or what happened here?
Yeah,
I did a perception.
All right. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You both, barely made it though. All right. So in fact, you guys spot down in an alleyway. It looks like one of these cows has gotten off, and you see some guys actually trying to lead it into a building.
What?
They don't look like farmers.
Right.
Yeah. I think we might need to check that out.
I think so. Yeah.
So can you describe the scene? Is it just like an alley that basically has like an entrance on the far side of them as well?
Sure. So this is all off the cuff, people, and I'm using rolls from the Midlands and Low Fantasy Gaming setting book, and adding some twists.
Hey, Jason, does it look
sir.
like they're having issues handling the cow? Is it being like rowdy or?
They look like they have no idea what they're doing.
All right, so I have animal lore, so I think I'd probably know how to handle a cattle. I'm just gonna run up and try and help them. That'll be our shoe in.
I'll grab a rope and go with.
Okay.
Start like tying a loop. I do have a rope.
Nice. All right. So I was going to make a map, but it doesn't sound like I need one now. You seem to have a grasp of what's going on. All right. Yeah. So you see, it looks like there's two black-toothed thugs. They're dressed in like hide boots, and they have knives on them and like light swords and maybe some light leather armor. Just like those leather coifs, that go over their head that like have the straps on the side that you would tie down, and just like a leather jerkin and like maybe like a thrown over fur cloak or something because it is cold up here, right? And they're like, what are you lads doing? What do you do? And you're coming up there to
We're
try
helping.
and settle down this cow.
So, yep, you just get right beside its head, behind its horns, right, and kind of grab them. Not being like trying to hurt the cow, but like just stern with it, right? And get
So,
behind it, and you just start walking it along, right?
so you're doing some Jedi mind trick on the cow.
Yeah, petting it, whispering sweet nothings. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but yeah, that's how you handle a cattle, right? You get behind
Awesome.
it,
So
put 'em
why don't
firm.
you make a check, bro?
Which one?
It would be animal lore, right?
Here we go. Boom, success.
Success. All right. So they seem a bit standoffish at first. And to remind all the people at home, I am in during Arneson month. Whenever I'm trying to figure out what a situation is, I'm using 2d6, and that gives me an idea of what's happening. And then we're using the regular system on top of that. Ooh, nice. All right, so what I rolled is 2 6s, and doubles means something special, and a high number is good in this situation. So these guys almost immediately are like thankful for the help because you can see one of them is like kind of wincing and holding his side, like their efforts had not
Yeah.
been good, and they might be a little wounded. And so, what is Gurdon doing during this?
So I guess if it looks like Finleg's getting a handle on calming the cow down, I would just kind of nod up at one of the guys and be like, "Where to?"
Yeah, so basically, you can see that they just kind of have. It looks like maybe it's some kind of warehouse because you're not far from the shipyards and the docks. So at one point, this might have been some kind of warehouse. But then you guys get the cow in there, and they have some kind of hastily made up pen. And there's a couple other guys dressed similarly as these dudes, and you guys get them in, and they kind of eye you warily. And you guys get this cow put in there, and they're like, this will last us for a while. Stupid farmers. What goes on? Who might you two Utes be?
I'll nudge Finlag, the cow whisperer.
Yeah, I am Finlag, the cow whisperer. See how I handle these cattle. Well, what is your names, sirs?
So this is so funny. This reminds me of your first session ever, Stu, when you got involved with the Griffin Whisperers.
Yeah.
It's just a little different today, I guess. I guess I fall into these similar things. One time it's
As long as the magic sword's still coming, we'll be good.
Only if it's as dangerous as that was.
Oh man.
Do these guys have any kind of like I don't expect like thieves to walk around with like a icon, but do they have any like tattoos or looking at like the hand? I know a lot of times people get tattoos here, or like teardrops, or triangles on their forehead or anything.
You don't notice anything like that specifically. Maybe
Okay.
they do at some point, but they must not be established enough or something.
Sure.
But let's see. They might have. Probably not. Probably not. Anyway, one of the people speaking. It's now that you realize it's a woman.
Oh.
I be Asta, and this be food
Slick
for a
back my hair.
month. Oh my god!
That's kidding.
Thank you for the help. What be You look new to the place. You're not dirty enough to have been here long.
Yeah, you're right. Me and my friend here were just looking for work and was wondering if maybe you could help us out with that kind of work.
Work, eh? Uh, why don't you make like
The
the
unsavory type.
actually, you have golden tongue, right? You automatically get advantage.
Silver
So
tongue,
silver
advantage
tongue.
on, yeah,
So you're
deception, gather info,
this is something that
performance.
you're really good at. So after a fairly quick talk, they pass around a flask, a leather flask that looks like it's been made out of some kind of animal's bladder, and now is filled with some semi-toxic drink. And it's you guys are here for 10, 15 minutes, and you pass it around, and they're like, what kind of work you looking for? What are you interested in? When you mentioned the reavers in the Leitenskog, they're like, oh no, who knows who those bastards are? Probably a band of Thule or who knows what. Uh, but we have heard that even Helmi's train, not just the Jarls, got hit. So I don't think it's anybody from town that's doing it.
And am I to presume these guys are part of the River Curs
Yeah, you get
that we're
that
speaking with?
impression. Yeah, you get that
Okay.
impression. They
Well,
say something like they mention Becca or whatever. What the heck?
okay.
Skipped
I mean,
frames detected. What does that mean?
it means there's packet loss on the it's dropping frames, so it's
Um,
probably laggy on the stream.
Dang it, I skipped a frame.
It was probably a good one too.
I think I got
Yeah.
a turkey that frame. There's some bowling jokes for y'all. Ba-doom.
I'm gonna ask if if these guys have been impacting the River Curs business. I mean, I don't know if these two lackeys even know anything. Maybe there's someone we can speak to about.
So there's 4 people here total.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I guess get the cattle in and we have the quick chat. I'll take a swig of their toxic piss water and
If
Easy.
if they don't know anything about the Reavers other than that speculation, like I might ask, is there anybody locally they would suggest talking to for maybe local scores?
They do mention that they know. They pretty much don't do a lot in town because the Jarlsmen don't mess around. If they catch you
Got
thieving,
it.
they're gonna kill you basically because there is no law other than the Jarl, and the Jarl's men can do whatever they want on a whim. So you got
Got
to
it.
pay the ones that lurk about. But it's like
who
the
says anything about getting caught?
the, the silt water and the river sheds beyond are open game. And there has been a band causing some problems. If you think you might have a knowledge about that,
A band?
yeah,
Do you know their name?
another band of thieves.
Oh, I see.
Like
Bigger than
rivals for the River Curs.
Of some sort. Yeah, they're not sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're called the Ghosts, and they're led by a guy named
Ghost.
Casper.
Can't tell. I can't. Oh God. All right. Cool.
We should kill them immediately for that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ask around. Is there a place you guys hang out, or is there someone we can maybe meet with, Becca or someone else to? I don't know. I'm looking to join. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know how else to say it. Maybe you can help me, help you, help yourselves.
Weird. I'm getting these thing. I don't mean to interrupt you guys, but just saying when I look at them, it says to lower my encoder settings. I haven't had a problem, but I think I did change some settings recently when I was trying to create some different files. So that's some things I must not have done. Oh well.
Lower your
dang.
encoder designs.
Yeah, and I don't know how to
Okay.
do that. So it's just probably going to cause some issues on the other end. Uh-oh. Someone's saying something in the chat, but I can't see it because of the stupid community chest.
So I just asked if anyone was seeing any lag when you mentioned that, and Boot Knife says every once in a while I get a reload, but no persistent lag.
Okay. I think it was always doing that reload thing. Thanks, Boot Knife.
Good looking out, boy.
Ooh, man, how do I distribute these gifts? Does anyone actually use the gifts out of the community chests? Anyone? Have you
I
guys?
have not. I have
I'm a Twitch noob. I don't really know what that is.
It's like if you're on
TFT little.
Prime, it's like little things that you can get in game. Like this is for League of Legends, I think, or just different game things that you can get if you have those games. You can use them for like DLC, free DLC, and shit like that.
Oh, I see.
Which is kind of cool, but all right.
Completely unrelated to the subject matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So they
Right.
basically say, yeah, why don't you meet up later tonight at the first bar name that came to my brain was horrible. It's as bad as the Casper's Ghost ones, and I'm not saying it, so don't even ask me to. We'll say
Would you say it? Would you say it, please?
no, I'm not going to. Cattry's Cove, and it's in this area that we're in.
Okay. Cattries. So.
All right, and they say show up later, and maybe you can meet some of the other curs.
Sounds good to me. This stuff that we're drinking was just like a wine or Chardonnay, perhaps, or
Is it
That's a good
oaked or
question.
unoaked?
Yeah.
I think it might be some sort of whiskey that
That's what I was gonna say
some of the
next.
Landman Town people are using some of their barley to, like a
Single
barley
barrel,
whiskey
double
or
barrel,
something. Yeah, like a malt.
bourbon, malt. Okay. All right. Excellent.
Man, cow wrangling. Huh.
I know, right?
You never know what you're going to get into in a game, do you?
I actually thought it was pretty cool for what seemed like a random encounter thing. That's good.
It is, man. That's what I do.
Okay, I guess maybe we hang out for. You said show up later. I don't know what that means. Like,
In a few hours or the next day
Okay.
or whatever. It doesn't matter, really.
that's fine. Okay.
The denim badgers. So basically what I came up with is that when you guys come back and you're like saying, well, they want to test your metal, of course. And so Asta, who seems to be the talker, was it that night or did you guys wait another day before you came back?
Nah, let's just go. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I'm
What do
eager.
you think?
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do
Yeah,
it.
that night.
We
So
need money.
they've obviously been doing some drinking and the here we go. We'll say it's these are just terrible. So I'm looking up some names and I'm trying to find a gang name generator because they're basically going to pit you against a rival gang. And one of them that came up was the Denim Company or something. Denim. It works so good in this. I'm just really impressed with that name.
Yeah, my Viking needs a denim jacket. So
Yeah.
Pretty funny. Anyway, we'll say that yeah, Asta's like, we have had some problems and we've heard there's some people talking up another place. And they hang
that's
out
very
around.
specific.
Yeah, I'm making it up as I go here, bro. They hang out around Nilo's. If you can find out if they did
Go to Nilo's. Is that like a bar or a
it's
house?
yeah, it's like a wine house or something or an ale house or something. And deal with the serpents.
The serpents.
Yeah, find out if they did do that hit on one of our safe houses. And then if they did, take care of it. Maybe with the head of the serpent. And he said
Is there anything we should bring back? I mean, what
no,
did they? I mean,
no,
they did a hit.
basically they want you to kill this guy,
Yeah. All right.
Matthias, and he's considered the head of the serpent because he is a half Thule.
That means he's big and stupid, just like the rest of the Thules.
You're thinking of Scorn again.
Oh, damn it! All these names.
All right. So it's not Denim Company. It is the Serpents.
Yeah, the serpents.
All right.
Snake Vikings. Let's go.
Was Denim Company not serious enough for you?
No, it didn't.
All right.
I didn't
Too
feel like
whimsy,
it
too much
fit.
whimsy.
Yeah, I didn't feel.
I try not to use the word. I didn't want to use the word. Didn't want to trigger anybody.
What whimsy?
No. Mr. Hobbs' Gamerhood is no whimsy.
I thought we had a pretty good talk about whimsy last night, actually.
I liked it.
Fast. It went so fast.
'Cause I
felt like you could have probably went another 45 minutes on it, to be honest.
I think it's a really good conversation that people have a lot of opinions on, and there's not, in my stance, there's no right answer, but I just think it's really interesting to talk about what people prefer.
Yeah, it was effing crazy.
So I've got some poison that I've been dying to use on somebody, and I don't know if this would be strong enough to kill a man or not.
All right, let me find the poison. So it's in if you have the Low Fantasy Deluxe back, there's these gear packs that people get. And the equipment is done differently in this game. It's not just like equipment lists and you spend money. There's rare, and when you try to buy different things, here's a good name, Sea Dog. That's cool. Anyway, when you buy things, it just depends on if it's rare or not. Common, rare, or uncommon. It's just the different things. And one of those things is poison, I'm assuming. And I'm looking for the poison now. Don't see it. But I know there's a section in here that explains all the poison. Hopefully it's in potions. I read something earlier about these poisons, so unless it's also in the Midlands book, then it was not recorded, Stu.
Okay.
We found that out last night, and it was pretty sad.
Through any means, like not just the video, but you didn't get the audio for the podcast either?
I got nothing.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Dang.
Dang indeed. All right, I don't see any poison in there.
Is the Gulsheen admixture? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
This says Gulsheen poison.
Applied by
Where'd you find it?
There is in the free PDF, the one I've been working off of, the core rules, the older one.
It's in the
Gulsheen admixture. It's what am I on page 33? What section is this? Rare equipment. Yeah.
It is in the equipment section. I just missed it. Cool. Go ahead and read it, buddy.
Applied by injury, immediate paralysis for 1d4 rounds, a luck con save resists.
Okay. That's pretty good. I don't know if we'd be able to get close. How are you with the archery?
Decent.
Because we're probably, I'm just making assumptions here, who knows, but probably not going to be able to bust on the door. I mean, there's two of us, right?
No, we should
we
should bring in my magic short bow that we think he's going to be interested in with an arrow that's already coated in the poison.
And when you do this,
and as we hand it over to him, we just shove the arrow into his
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know, man. Maybe we need to lay the land first. So,
well, we should get more specifics on what they stole.
Let's go have a drink at Nilo's and just maybe we'll have an evening of just hanging out and watching and seeing what the deal is first. I don't know.
Fine. So should we play ourselves off as newcomers, and we're just looking for work? We heard the serpents were.
Yeah, I get maybe same premise. Hey, what's heard there's some bandits hitting up shipments from the Jarls. Want to get in on that if you guys are, basically almost a similar premise, just a different faction.
Do you guys really think the same trick will work twice?
Absolutely. You know what? And I'm gonna even brush my teeth to get the stink of the River Curse whiskey, single malt Scotch or whatever out of my breath, so they don't know I've been drinking with these guys.
Barley malt whiskey.
As long as we don't run into a herd of pigs on the way there, I think it'll work out.
Yeah. Maybe it would help. Oh my god. Fresh pork belly. Some pork butt. Yeah. Gonna be a good night.
I don't know why it was so unexpected. I like that.
What was somewhat unexpected? Pork butt?
Just the herd of cow. Herd of cows.
Cattle
in Canada.
wrestling.
You're
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
talking about it. No
I
kidding.
know. Yeah.
No kidding.
This is
I'm
true
gonna
low
add
fantasy gaming. You thought we were going to
cattle
fight orcs
whisperer.
or something?
Yeah, fuck. Fighting cows.
Nice.
Is there a place for titles on this character sheet?
I think in the top right corner.
Hair, vision. Yes, I have vision.
Oh, you don't
I
have
don't
to
see
be
it.
like
I'm just
that,
gonna add
man.
it to my notes. Add it to my notes. I'm putting titles. Cattle whisperer.
All right. I am quickly working on something, as
No, you're fine.
always.
That's fine. So just scout it out tonight, Stu, and then maybe we can come back the following day, or
Unless you see like an opportunity, yeah. I mean, I almost like we can come up with a variety of proactive plans, but maybe we'll
so
see
we need
something that
we
would
need an
change.
exit plan. I like the idea of maybe what I could be is because I'm pretty good at persuading people or lying to people. We
Mm.
could go in as trying to sell your magic bow, and I could hype it up. Maybe. All right. Here's what we could do. We could set up an archery range outside, and we could totally do the snake oil on them, right? So you could take a swig of the snake oil, and then make some impressive shots.
Oh, huh? Yeah.
And then one of your arrows in your quiver could already be poisoned, and then you could shoot this guy. But we need an exit plan, right? So if we kill this guy, they want his head, and then we have to figure out a way to get away.
I never said his
So,
head. They just said you were supposed to kill him. But you have to find out, right? That part of the thing is if they did hit their warehouse.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, like I definitely like that ruse. I'm not sure like the leader of a guild would. I don't know. It might be a stretch to assume that we'd be able to get close to him that easily, but
Yeah, you're right. And he also has to make a save to resist the poison, so he could be, if he's half Thule, he might be hardy enough to resist it, right?
yeah. Yeah, this might be more of a long con. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what is the plan? Are you guys going to head?
So we're new in town. We're gonna head over to their area because we heard they're the shit, and we're gonna try and get in with them. Maybe we have to run a few jobs for them, and you're right. We have to figure out if they even hit the warehouse of the river curs, and I don't think we can be very, like just walk in and say, "Hey, I heard you."
No. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, like sprinkling a couple little facts of like maybe the river curs killed my brother, and we had heard that if we were going to look for work, it would I definitely don't want it to be with them, and we heard that maybe they got some beef with them. No,
Sure.
not intentional with the cow situation. Just meant
Serpents for life. Get a tattoo.
yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Basically, try to indicate our allegiance would be more towards them than getting involved with the curs, but we're down to get up to some shenanigans.
Couple of freelancers looking for work.
So we had the Nilos. Grab a drink, socialize.
I hope they have Chardonnay. I was really looking for Chardonnay.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Sort of oaky afterbirth. You watch The Office?
Oh
boy. So good.
No.
Yeah, it's great, Jason. Okay. Look, the entire audience is laughing. I can see them, right?
Yeah, look at the chat just blowing up.
The chat is blowing
They're going
up.
wild. Ha ha ha. See? Are there anyone watching still?
I don't know.
We got a good audience, yeah.
Yeah, we got some
Dude,
people, but we need those
Streamlabs
people
is
to
in
be.
What up, Streamlabs?
Ba, 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 ba. Streamlabs. All right, so I'm trying to do something a little different, but we'll see if this is maybe the way to do it. All right, I'm going to change the screen over. Yeah, you guys can't see anything.
I'm getting a map.
Yeah, man. You know me, I love my maps.
Tavern map.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drag my token around each of the booths as I role play drinking with these guys. All right.
No, but you never know. You dumbasses might get in a fight with them. So
That's one thing I'm trying to avoid is a fight.
I want to
I'm
be
not good
ready.
I'm not good at fighting.
I want to be ready if there's a fight.
Do you think maybe we should scout it out? Like, just look around, see what kind of security they have around.
Yeah, take a lap around the building or block.
Block, yeah. Just stroll
Yeah.
through.
You never know how we'll have to exit, so see if there's a back
And there
door.
there could be a raid coming, right? We don't know about.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we're going into a speakeasy during the prohibition and we're about to get jumped or something.
If you're not, you ought to be now.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why you guys can't see. Let's see. Do I have to do this?
Is there a token that has vision? All right, so I can see Finlag, but Finlag can see nothing.
I was trying to use Fog of War instead of what I normally use because I don't have dynamic lighting set up.
Oh.
But I don't know if that's going to work. All right, let's why don't we take our bio break? It's 8:46. So
Okay.
why don't we take, a 5 or 6 minute break, and I will I'll just do dynamic lighting, my normal thing, and make it happen. Alrighty? All right, so I'm
Cool.
putting on, I'm going to mute us
What are you drinking there, Stu?
It is a local pilsner
Nice.
from a brewery near me. Low ABV, so nice to have, but not get too loopy on.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
I think we're back. Well, players are back. Hobbs is still mapping it up, making a epic farm animal encounter.
While you were away, we broke into a farm. So we're trying to steal all the animals now.
I see a few people bared with us while we were taking a break.
Mm-hmm.
Cody, what else are you doing in gaming? You still running Barrow Maze?
Yeah, we are still running Barrow Maze. It's going strong.
Nice.
I just so it's a seasonal thing, right? So in the module it explains how in the winter time it kind of freezes over. So I randomly determined that December 17th the Barrow Maze will be inaccessible and the adventurers will have to seek adventure in other parts of the region.
Huh.
So I've been working on a like a hex map so they can go exploring and
That's cool.
yeah. Outside of that, that's pretty much the only gaming I get. Which is fine. You know, it's once a week consistent game, which is fine.
Yeah. My face-to-face groups have kind of become so intermittent. It's like once every 2 months. So.
Oof. Yeah, I was gonna ask, what about you?
So let's see. I'm playing in Hobbs Lost in Nagata when we do get the group together on Tuesdays, and then occasionally I'll jump into a few other audio dungeon Discord games. So I've dabbled in Carl Rodriguez's Broken Lands game.
Yeah, that's fun.
Playing with Aaron Clark and Gabriel.
Mm-hmm.
And then historically been playing in one of Jay Murphy's games using basic fantasy RPG. I've had a lot of conflicts, haven't been able to make it that on Sundays, but some pretty good stuff.
Yeah, we have quite a few games on the audio dungeon. It's really grown over the past couple weeks.
Yeah,
Months.
I guess instead of passive pimping, we can mention it for those that are hanging out in the chat, though I suspect most people are hanging out right now or already on there. So
Mm-hmm.
I know one of the people in the chat mentioned they were just a lurker earlier. I would just encourage you to jump in there and chat away and get involved. Particularly, there's so many open table games that are easy just to kind of jump into like this. So.
Oh yes. Even if you're not looking for a game, it's an awesome place to hang out and chat. We have as a moderator, I've had to kick or ban or jump in on any conflicts 0 times so far. So I'm very proud of the community that we fostered.
Yeah, I like to avoid work and look at what's going on in there instead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I spend most of my workday on my phone looking at chat. I can hear you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Hobbs is talking smack, but his audio is not making it to the chat, so or to the stream. He's now denying he's talk smack, but he is lying.
Have it on record. Because I'm also recording this for my live stream.
Yeah, I am.
Live streaming the live stream, yeah.
Yep. Apparently, gaming is imminent. He said he's almost done.
It's a tough crowd, man. Zane Kyber. Oh, we're not supposed to call him out, right?
That's correct. That's
Is that the etiquette?
That's the chat.
Even if you,
yeah,
even if you know them?
Told. Yeah, that's
all
what
right.
I was told.
All right.
That's bullshit.
Can you guys see anything now?
Yeah, you're back.
You're back.
No,
yep.
I mean on the screen.
Oh, I see a sliver
You
of
do?
something.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Like
right
this
now,
way.
I'm just going to.
Like we're all like similar colors. Who's the
What's that?
purple one? We're all the purple one.
All right, so it's nighttime, and this is Nilo's.
Nilo's is really dark.
This is a door. Oh, you know what? Maybe there should be. You know what I should do? I should.
So if I move my token just a little bit, it's like little barrels are maybe blocking all of my vision. And
Well, you're not inside Nilo's. You're outside. You're outside in the street.
I see. Okay, so it's a window or something.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
got
you're
it.
basically looking through those shuttered windows.
Got it.
Here, this is what I'm going to do.
So realistic, so immersive.
I'm going to do. Oh, man, that looks like crap. Let me find something. God, I see that's what happens when you start doing maps. Then you're like, oh, wait, that isn't good enough. And so then you just mess around with.
Perfection is the enemy of done.
Yes, trying to do perfection. All right, here,
What's the other one he says? Depression lies? I don't know.
Me? Yeah.
Yeah.
I say all those things.
Salt your pasta water.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Do I say that?
Maybe you
might have
should.
said that once or twice. Yeah.
I've never said
If
that.
your
should be you.
pasta's bland, maybe you should.
I'm gonna start ending my podcast now. Salt your pasta water. Oh, man. So good.
Hey, there we go. It's an alley, and
Oh, what? Shit. So what if we just repeatedly walk by their door and just like loudly talk about, oh, I wonder if someone wants to buy this magic bow.
So this is
we-
like a drinking house or something. So this is a slum. So picture this is not cobbled roads. This is mud.
Like mud.
Mud road, yes. But this is what we got. So it would have taken me much longer to make this otherwise. And this is obviously a door.
I did have another thought. I don't know if it's a good idea, but
What if we just walk in?
yeah. So I think we should maybe like look around, just get a quick read of the building. But another possible ruse is just basically being open about, hey, like the river curs, we're fishing around for, trying to find out if you guys did this hit, and if yes, they're trying to find somebody to kill you as a means to get close. Then we actually kill them.
Okay.
I don't know. Let's just look at the building first and get in there and have a drink and see what
See how
happens.
many guys there are. Yeah.
Yeah. How's it okay to move freely in the alley, like around the building?
If you want to, but if you're kind of skulking around, then obviously that might cause some issues.
Is there obvious signage, or could we play it off as like, oh, we're looking for Halo?
Either way, you kind of are in a rough area of town. It certainly could.
Yeah. Okay.
Create some issues. What I'm doing now is I'm trying to make some quick thug tokens.
Like Easy E and Trey or
I don't know what you're trying to say.
don't worry about it. You're too white. You would never know.
Jesus.
That's good.
This is not good. What are these guys called? Serpents. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, shiitake. All right, there we go. Like last session, sometimes my screen would just go away, which was really kind of weird. Oh, you did walk in. How'd you get in there?
I still show myself in the alley.
I'm also in the alley.
You do? Oh.
Yep,
Yeah.
I see
Oh.
a huge fucking
Yeah,
alley.
I see some giant token. But there's a gargantuan creature inside.
You want to kill me? I'm here.
It's the Cow King.
A minotaur, but it's just.
I'm not letting it go. I'm sorry, Hobbs. I really liked it.
I can tell.
Oh boy. I have a good, but also bad feeling about what we do.
Yeah, I don't think any of the proactive plans I came up with are going to be great, but we'll just bob and weave a bit once we
Stick and move.
see what's up. Yeah.
I mean, if these guys aren't wearing any sort of like gang affiliated clothing, maybe we just play it off that we're actually normal serpents.
Yeah,
I don't know how big their gang is too, right?
I think the most innocent play is just like looking for work and see what comes of it. If things go down, though, I'm not against just being like betraying the the river curs either.
I have no. Yeah, we have no allegiance, right?
Yeah. But then we could double cross and actually kill the guy.
Double allegiance. Yes.
Hobbs just like, you knuckleheads, I'm just gonna kill you when you guys walk in.
15 dudes lower their crossbows.
Oh hey, what's up, guys? Is this the crossbow convention?
Yeah.
Hey, someone's talking to y'all in the chat. It looks like someone's talking a lot in the chat.
It's mostly us.
Oh.
It's just Stu and I talking to each other.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
All right. This is one of the problems that comes from running this style of game, right? But a lot of times people would not be as particular about it. And sometimes I think I take too long because I get particular. It's a problem. But I'm not fixing it tonight, y'all. Eventually.
Well, the first step is admitting that you have a problem, so good job there.
Well, I know I got problems. There's no doubt about that.
You got a whole podcast about your problems.
I do. I have a podcast about my problems, which is really weird.
I have not listened to podcasts in it's been like a month.
That's bullshit. All right.
Been audiobooking it up.
Let's see what happens. Now what do you guys do? What's the plan,
Okay.
fan?
What do you think? Do we go on in, or do we want to look around the building, like outside?
I think look around. At least we know how many exits there are, right? Obviously, there's the main entrance or a front door. Just got to see if there's a back door, right?
All right. So, is there obvious signage on the outside of the place?
Sure. There's some kind of symbol that's scrawled in there, which is like a common Varnori for drink.
All right, we could play dumb and not. Maybe we don't know it's Nilo's. Okay, yeah, cool. Let's.
It's just
walk.
like chalked in black. It
Yep.
has like a flag in or like a mug, the symbol of a mug.
I gotcha. One story or multi-story building?
I think it's a single story.
Okay.
It's one of the largest build. No, it's not. It's more than one. Sorry.
They might have a loft. Yeah, I was gonna say.
2 stories.
Cool.
It's one of the largest
Let's do it.
buildings in the area for sure.
All right, we're gonna walk. Though it looks like there's an alley I'm walking here, but it's still dark when I walk. Is this a wall?
Oh, it's totally dark. You can't see anything.
Well, if I
If
go,
you go past it.
yeah, if I go
so
here,
basically
I
you
can
just
see.
kind of move
Okay.
past and then you can get through there. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is actually a stairwell going up. Hold it a second before you guys get too far.
Okay.
All right.
Run!
So
You can't get us.
Yeah.
We're trying to be just lost in the neighborhood, guys, or you want to be stealthy about it, or if it's a bar, I don't know how quiet we really have to be.
Yeah, no, I think we're looking for the bar. We miss the sign or whatever if we get caught, and then we go to the bar. Like I'm not too worried about it. Or if we run into some sketchy figures, we deal with them like we normally would. I don't know what that is yet, but you know.
yeah, how would you normally deal with them?
Like just how I handled a cow.
Yeah.
Get behind them.
Grab their ears.
Yeah.
Sternly.
Yeah, sternly. Whisper. Whoa, whoa. It's gonna be okay.
All right, so there are two dudes out around the corner here. This is also an entrance, by the way.
Can't see. Oh,
Oh, what we just walked by.
right here.
Right here.
You know what I'll do? Check this out.
All right.
But do you see these? Do you see this guy over here?
Yeah, I do kind of see him from around the corner.
Yeah, it looks like he is kind of leaning on the corner, and you can kind of hear some soft murmurs. You can also kind of hear like some sounds and some laughter and that sort of thing coming from inside this ramshackle building.
All right.
Should I drunkenly approach him?
Oh, look like you're staggering kind of thing.
Yeah.
We can. Do you
Looking
think
for
that?
Nilos. I heard they got the Chardonnay.
Yeah, fine, sure. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, Hobbs. So I'll put on my drunk face and.
All right, well, let's roll deception.
Oh yeah, my silver tongue I think gets me advantage on that. I gotta
Deception
choose
too?
between deception and persuasion, and I think I chose deception. Yeah, advantage on deception, gather info, and performances.
All right, well, then you won't even have to roll.
Which just is a performance.
Yeah, so basically, though, as soon as that happens, you see there's two guys over here, and they both look over sternly at you, and they're like, "Aye, get your ace out of here, you drunken bastards."
I mean, my friend is looking for the bar. You tell us where it's at.
And I like stuff where like only one of us might have overindulged this evening.
Nilo's is right there, you bastards. Keep your distance, I said.
All right. Hey, whoa. All right.
Alright.
Not looking for trouble.
So just glancing around, Jason. I mean, are they holding anything? Are they guarding a door or?
Well, make a detection roll. This is actually at disadvantage.
Okay. I don't know how to do that. Hold on.
I think there's like a little thing you can click, advantage or disadvantage, right on this character sheet.
Yeah.
For detection.
Or perception if you don't have detection.
What? Okay. All right. So it's the perception attribute.
Yeah.
All right.
That reminds me, maybe I should be showing how sweet this looks sometimes. I wonder if anyone can even see. Oh, no one. Oh, they can see a little bit, but not much, huh?
Yeah.
Just what you guys can see. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. All I'm getting is a black. Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Sorry, guys.
Enhance.
You guys are supposed to be helping me out.
I know.
There you go.
I know.
Look at
We're
those.
too busy chatting with our lovely audience.
Awesome. All right, so what'd you get? What'd you roll? You can roll 2 if you
failed.
want, Gurdon.
All right.
I got an 18. I needed
Ooh,
a
that's
15.
not
Oops.
good.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I did not do disadvantage.
Sure.
Let me just roll again.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I guess
Success
the
either way.
first one.
Okay, so definitely a success. It looks like there is another person here, kind of a crumpled form laying in the alley.
Mm.
Oh, they just.
So I'm gonna act like I'm gonna pull Finlag away. But I'll be like, hey, you guys hear about those cows earlier?
They just kind of leer at you, you know, black teeth missing, and reach down for their belts.
Do you see any come through here? And I'm gonna I'll be like motioning him to walk
Yeah,
back in
we'll
the alley with me,
step
but
back.
I'm going to engage in the conversation still as we back away.
They definitely don't seem like they're interested in talking anymore. But they're
I
watching
think
you
I
to make
remember
sure
where
you
the
move
bar
away.
is. I think we found the bar. I think
All
it's
right,
just
yeah, good talk, guys. Good talk.
They just seem like they're glaring. They seem like
So-
they might have been arguing or something. Oh wait, there's an insight, isn't there?
With the crumpled figure, sorry, it's two people standing and a crumpled figure, or
Yes.
just okay. All right.
Oh, there is an insight.
I don't know that we should tussle with these guys that just offed somebody in the alley.
yeah, that'd be a lot of noise right outside the bar, right?
Yeah.
Not trying to draw that much attention.
So we go in the bar and we tell them some river curs just killed somebody in the alley out back, right?
I think so. Yeah.
All
So are
right.
you guys going in this back door here or
I think we maybe should use the front
to
door.
the front?
Actually, I kind of like the back door if we're going to go with that plan. If there's any
Yeah.
surprise to be like, hey, the river curs that were in the alley killing some dude told us to come in this way.
I'm good with that. Yeah.
It's a
No,
terrible plan. Let's do it.
no.
All right. So yeah, back door it is. And I think you should still maintain the kind of drunkenness. Yeah.
All right. It's easy when you breathe the air of this fetid town. Get fucked up off the fumes, probably.
Though I can't find a way to enter from the back there. Oh, did you mean this entrance right here, Jason?
No, that's like a window that's open.
Oh,
Is there
that's
one here?
that's the only place I can move my token through.
No, you can't. You really probably shouldn't be able to move your token through the window because that would
Hop,
be weird.
hop through the window.
Yeah, so I understand, but what
It's
I
over
can't
here.
find is a
Over
door.
here.
Yeah, my token's
over
not
here.
going through.
Do you see where I'm
It
at?
won't move.
Yeah, that's because I haven't opened the door.
Okay,
There's a barrier.
cool.
Yeah,
I
open the door.
got you. All right.
We're opening the door, Jason.
All right. It's kind of like
We're
it
being-
looks like some sort of weird double door, maybe like kind of the saloon doors or something.
Saloon doors? Cattle? Oh my god.
It's a western.
Oh my god. I pull out my 9. Shoot him.
All right. So you stumble in first, and I'll pop right in.
Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna drunk in. See these guys.
Ooh.
Ah!
All right, so these guys definitely don't seem pleased to see anyone walk in, specifically strangers. There's a woman there, and she says, "Yeah, what the feck?"
This is Nilo's, right? The guys out back told us this was how to get in.
It damn well is, and you can see these other guys. They all seem kind of be lurking about. Hey, welcome to the stream, an agonarchist. I never know how to say it, an artist, until I listen to Northern Quarters say it. Welcome, Courtney Campbell. Anyway, yeah. So what do you? These guys obviously don't. You don't know why, but they don't seem happy to see anyone in Nilo's.
Yeah, okay, ignore that. Yeah, so we'll take 2 of your finest. Hey, what were you looking for? Binlag?
I was looking for a drink, of course.
Yeah, 2 of those. We will have 2 of
Chardonnay. We got
2 of your
Chardonnay.
drinks, please.
Tell them we got kicked out of
Oh yeah, what's that place?
the
Catsy's
bastards.
Cove? Catry's
Yeah.
Cove?
Catcher's
Yeah.
Cove. Yep.
Those. Oh, oh man, is there some? Never mind. I don't want to say that.
Before this gets too crazy, what is it you guys are attempting to do? So this is the other door over here that looks a little weird.
Okay.
If you're curious, that's the front
I
door.
don't know.
Okay.
From my perspective, it's really to get a
It's kind of
baseline
like a
read of
weird
the room.
shape or something.
So
You with me?
yeah. I think baseline read of the room first.
I
Like
suddenly cannot hear anybody.
I can hear you.
Oh.
Man, oh man, what is going on?
Cody, check.
Check. Stand by. Anyone in the chat? Can you guys still hear us? Agronaka artist can hear us.
All right, we are experiencing some sound difficulties, y'all. I think it's my headphones. I don't think it's you guys. I don't think anyone's done anything.
It's very funny because Hobbs can't hear us.
It's not that funny, Courtney. Keep talking,
Maybe we
guys.
tell him we had a run-in with the river curs.
Yeah, you're showing
And so
up.
we
I just
decided to
can't
come
hear
to
you.
this part of the
Son
town.
of a biscuit.
Yeah, I did like.
I can hear you again. Except now Cody sounds like a chipmunk. All right, now the stream can't hear anyone. Oh my god. You guys sound really funny. Oh my god. I don't know if I can handle how you guys sound right now. Oh my god. All right, I have to change this. To this.
If I drop out of the call, then drop back in, is it gonna
No. Now
jack
you
the
guys,
stream?
can you guys hear everybody? Yeah, I see you guys are popping now, so we should be good.
Straight popping. It's your cable, Hobbs.
Keep talking. Fuck. It is. It's
Jack,
my.
Jack.
I got you.
Are we popping off? Is it popping?
Got it. We're good. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Right. Boot Knife says we're popping off. He has confirmed
Yes.
that we are popping.
All right, we're
All right.
back. We're hanging out
We're
in
back.
Nilo's. These guys, they all seem kind of like scumbags. It seems like this woman here is their leader, and they don't seem happy to see anyone.
Well, we're not happy to see them either, because we thought this was a friendly place to come get some fucking drinks. And
Yeah. So I think that's play number one is So who's serving the drinks? Can we get?
is our bartender? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it self-serve at the kegs?
So
No, I'm
those
just
are
gonna walk up.
posts.
I'm gonna grab a mug off of one of the tables and just start walking around looking for a drink.
Um,
I'm gonna be kind of pretending like I'm having to hold him up because he's staggering a little bit, and I'll still keep like a hand on him. Which,
right,
by the way, do you have a bladed weapon like on your belt or anything?
I have
Just
an
curious.
axe. I just have a battle axe.
A bard with a battle axe. Okay. Oh yeah. Cool.
You're carrying a
That'll be
massive
subtle.
battle axe around town.
Why not?
Well, it doesn't really matter because this is kind of a lawless town anyway.
Lawless. Yeah.
So
It's probably like just on my back. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
It's also my loot. It has strings on it, so I can.
Yeah. So our play is like to take it one step at a time, Hobbs, and see what their kind of reaction is as we step through this.
as soon as he like grabs that, one of these guys is like,
I'm not grabbing. Whoa.
I thought you were grabbing a
the
mug
mug?
off of a table.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant my axe. I was like, no.
No. One of these guys stands up and slams a meaty fist down. You can see he's got like a brass torque around one of his arms, and it's the torque is shaped like a serpent.
Mm.
And he slams his fist down, and he's like, "I told you to get your dumb drunk ass out of here before we peel it from you."
So I'm gonna squeeze Finlag's arm, and I'm gonna speak up and just be like, "Whoa, twice in one night? Like the fucking curs already kicked us out of Catrie's Cove, and now this? We can't get a drink around here?"
Yeah. What the?
Roll
The
your
hell is wrong with
deception.
you
All right.
guys?
All right.
These guys
Deception.
also stand. The lady just had turned her head and said something originally, but she hasn't stood up with these other guys.
Deception. Great success.
Oh, really? All right. So she holds up a hand.
I'll point at the torque as well and point it out and be like, hey, these are the guys those fucking river curs were talking about.
Huh.
So she holds up her hand and she's like, and the guys, they all kind of back off. So she's obviously a leader of some sort in this little area. But you do not think that this would be a person named Matthias.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you never know. I mean, it's.
So is it just like awkward silence at this point?
No, I was waiting. I
Oh,
thought you
sorry.
were going to say something, but if not, then I will continue.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead?
All right, so she stands up. She's kind of looks like a sealskin vest or something, you know. So it's kind of like a weather oiled on the outside, but it looks like it has some kind of fur lined on the inside. She seems pretty muscular. She's like, "What are you talking about? You're gonna come in here talking about the river curs?"
Yeah. So let's see. The yeah, they kicked us out after some damn cow stampede came through and knocked over a bunch of glass in the bar, and we thought it was funny, and they said I don't know, that we're no longer welcome here, and they said Finlag here had way too much to drink and we weren't
Which is
welcome anymore.
clearly not the case, and I'll kind of trip a little bit.
And I might have
Now he's an
I
English
might have
prude. Clearly not the case.
and look, I might have argued a little bit, and they said if we didn't have any standards, we should seek out Nilos and drink with, what do they call them, Finlag? The
Serpents,
snakes,
or snakes,
yeah,
Cobra Kai or something.
they said some not so nice things about whoever they are.
Well, all right then. Any enemies of the curs are friends to the serpents. Have a seat
Hang up.
there. She motions
Hold
to
up
one
my
of the
empty.
guys. Bring some drinks over to y'all. So like you can sit wherever you want.
All right.
I like the
Yeah, we went
this
over.
dude's haircut, by the way.
I don't know. Go with looking for work play.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best idea.
Yeah. So we clearly that wasn't the right part of town to be seeking out work. What do you folks do for a living?
Whatever we need to. So now mostly it just seems this woman is talking.
Okay.
So I don't know that we actually need to role play this all.
That's
out,
fine.
We do.
Unless that's what
No,
you
we do.
want to do.
Do the voice, JC. Got to do the voice.
All right then. Here's one of my
Jesus
female
Christ.
voices.
That's the hag from.
That's the hag.
that
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
All right, so she's got a husky voice. Well, what do you think we do for work?
So good. All right.
Kill snakes or something.
So
What
I
this,
think.
by the way, is
And dogs.
Chardonnay.
So how about this? I would probably try to manipulate the conversation such to be like, I would talk some more shit about the curs, and maybe talk about some things we overheard while we were there about all they had to do was all they were doing was complaining about some hit on a safe house, and they also didn't like it when we brought up, wondering how we get on some action like that.
So, why don't you make an insight test?
All right. So don't have it as a skill, so just int. Okay. Bonk.
All right. So
Fail.
yeah, you they seem pretty hard nosed about it, and they're not really giving much out. But they seem, nice enough and have enamored enough to let you hang out and drink with them. Fenlag, do you want to do an insight or anything?
Yeah, so I'll say, look, me and my friend here, I'll kind of cut back on the overt drunkenness a little bit, and like me and my friend here, we're both good for the work. A couple freelancers just looking for some work in town. We heard you guys were, well, at least from our experience, you've been better than those bastards that we were drinking with earlier, the river curs. They were tight-lipped and pretty much told us to fuck off when we asked for work, but looking for coin and we got the skills to pay the bills, so they say.
Nice. So they're like, well, we can always use more hands if you want to talk to the boss, Matthias.
Boom, perfect. I would love to talk to your boss, Matthias.
Well, some of these guys seem reluctant to go, but she motions one of them over, and they lead you outside.
Back to the dudes from before.
No,
Crumpled potty.
no, that would be funny, but no.
Oh, Matthias is dead in the alley.
Oh boy. Ah, jeez.
So they lead you outside and across the street. So you see where you are now?
Yep.
Into this room here, into this building that you probably can't see in. So I'll toss in some light. Alrighty.
I want to scroll your view on the stream too.
Oh yeah, I gotta go to my other guy. What's going on down here? It looks like we're in a new building. Looks like some sort of warehouse.
Yeah, if I had to guess based on the crates and
Don't be a dick.
sacks.
What's this? Does this look like a stairs down or something? What the hell is it? Oh, that's just a crate, right? Like a broken crate. So these are stairs up here and here. This is like kind of one of those, some kind of back door, it looks like, from this chamber, from this room. I'm going to move these guys slightly. They probably wouldn't be like right here. I had just thrown that together quick. There's a couple pillars in the center of the room.
I almost wonder if we should just go full long con on this and take a job, earn their trust, and
so.
just off the guy. Take a job, get some gold.
They might pay better, I mean, we have no information.
Betray them entirely.
Yeah.
And so there's a couple guys lounging around in here, and this guy led you in.
Okay.
So what's the plan? All right, and this guy comes in. He's like, "Oh, what are you doing here?"
To the
should we be the Denim Badgers?
What are you doing here, Johan? And he's like, "Oh, the Torah said to bring these two over. They showed up over at Nilo's, and they're looking for work."
I'll throw, and we have skills. Give him the thumbs up.
Oh, and he's like,
Cow wrangling.
I told you I was busy, and it looks like there's some stuff that's like on this crate that it looks like these two dudes were looking at, and he like throws something over it, but it certainly looks like one of the things that had gotten taken were what would have gotten taken? Let's say it must have been
drugs.
No, it wasn't drugs.
No.
I'm not getting into that. Maybe someday, but not at this point. What it was it was actually some porcelain mugware from Nadician that was purchased for the Jarl as a token of friendship from Master Arliss in the Herders and Growers Common. And
All
so
right.
you guys look and you definitely saw that this was that stuff. Like they must have been like checking it out or something. And when they came in, they set it down quickly and then like put like some kind of leather tarp or something or blanket over it.
And those are the objects from the safe house that the curs were after or concerned about?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Got it. Cool. So we know they did it.
So Stu, do you want to be upfront about, the curs wanting to end his life?
I'm tempted to play both sides, and like I don't think we're gonna attack with like 4 people here, but
We would die and there's more upstairs. Yeah.
I say we just make the pitch of like we think they're assholes, and we've been looking for work and just see where it takes us.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
All right. Well, it is 9:30 as well. And even though I'm sure you guys are looking for the best that you would get, probably is like a token, like a better relationship with these guys in that sort of situation as this sort of game is, right?
Sure.
So,
Yeah, you want the time check. Like I'm okay with like if this is what kicks off another muster, like trying to get some people together to go do something either for these guys or to these guys.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
are you hearing a beeping, Matt? Is that what you're saying, Boot Knife? You're hearing kind of like some sort of beeping or something? Because I don't have a smoke detector going off here, and I don't hear it anywhere else.
Let me check mine. Nope, mine's not also going off.
I don't
Yeah,
hear
I
anything,
haven't. I haven't heard anything.
Hmm.
Oh wait, actually I did just hear
heard
something.
That was my table. That right there.
Oh, I bet you that is it. It does sound like
Yeah.
a smoke detector beep.
Wow.
Nice.
That's me leaning on my table.
Well,
Sorry.
that's how it can get when you're not paying attention to what's going on. So,
Wow.
awesome.
Thanks.
No, I don't mean you guys. I mean like if
Yeah,
Boot
no,
Knife is working on something else and he just hears some really annoying
Yeah.
sound later. But you guys know that they have it, and right now it's here. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
But they definitely don't seem happy right now. So if you are trying to, you're going to have to, because I made my Arneson dice roll and it was double ones. So this guy
lovely.
seems definitely pissed, but he could probably be smoothed over by someone. And like I said, you could maybe get a reputation in like future rumors or possibly a job from here. But by not doing the job for the River Curs, you could obviously be incurring their wrath instead.
Well, I don't know what they expect from us. We're 2 dudes. I'm not going to walk in and just start slaughtering a bunch of guys. They have to understand that, we got to play the long con, like you said, Stu, right? So we can smooth that over as well if we need to, I'm sure. And like you said,
and also part of the job was, do they have it? Yeah, we could return to them like, look, we could make peace here, give high fives, make new friends, and then beeline it back over there and be like, look, they got it, but it's too many people for 2 of us. We could try to come up with another plan some other time. Something like that.
Right. It's not like they wanted this stuff back, right? They just wanted this guy dead.
Thank you. Everything was great, Courtney, by the way, until you showed up. There was no sound loss. There was nothing. I got this awesome overlay going on. Everything looks pretty. People have their names. They got all sorts of stuff, and now you come in here and give me crap.
I missed the snarky comment. That's good. That's good.
It is good. I give him
This
crap.
is the quality of content I come here for.
You should be cheering with some of your bits that Thaddeus gives you. Your bonzo bucks or whatever you call them. All right, so yeah, if you're going to try and smooth something over with these guys and possibly have a future connection with them, then someone needs to do that.
I'll defer to the sweet talker.
Yeah, I'll say, look, your guys up top thought we were good enough to come down here, right? They wouldn't
when you
have
say
sent
up
us
top,
down.
it's like you're talking about a map when really they're just like across the street. They're not upstairs. They were across the street.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep. So your guys at the at Nilo's thought we were good enough to come over here, right? They wouldn't have sent us over here if they didn't think we were of some value to you. So if you need help, it looks like you've got a lot of shit here. Maybe you need to move it, or maybe you need some help with some other things. I mean, we
don't be eyeing our shit.
Both of us here are quite capable of of handling that sort of job. And you know, it's not necessarily a secret that the River Curs got a beef with you guys, so maybe we could help out with that as well. All I need is some coin in my pocket. I'll turn out my pockets and be like, look, you know, we just got here a few days ago. I'm broke.
All right,
Quite skilled at.
Why don't you do your sweet talking and see what happens?
Oh yeah, my talking
Well,
is
this
so
really
sweet.
isn't. This is persuasion, though. This really isn't deception, right? Or is it?
Yeah, I'm not trying to deceive him. No.
Okay, so you wouldn't necessarily get advantage on this roll then,
Nope.
right?
Nope.
Ooh, and
But I am skilled in persuasion.
yeah, do it. Do the thing, sir.
I just did it. I did the thing.
All right, so
Four-
yeah, he's like,
6 8.
oh, you got a sweet tongue on you, don't you, Fenlag? Well, I'm Matthias.
Should we shake hands at this time? I'll hold out my hand. I mean, does he shake arms or whatever these guys do?
Yeah, he spits in his palm, and you guys can share spit, not in the shower.
All right.
And he's like, we're kind of busy right now, but swing by Nilo's sometime, and we'll see if we can't get a job for you.
Aye, sounds good to me.
What are you looking for?
Yeah, I I might have clicked the wrong thing. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
I was.
But he got a great
I was taking
success,
notes.
looking around. Yeah.
It automatically.
All right,
It's a
so
bitch and roll. You should use that.
are you heading back to the River Curs then, or
We should, but we should also not go directly there because if they put a tail on us or whatever,
Smart.
wander around drunk for another 20 minutes, you know, stumbling around.
Oh yeah, do you want to go? What is that? What's the neutral bar that we started at? The salty strumpet. What is a strumpet anyway?
a strumpet is a woman of questionable morals.
Oh, I see. Huh. Today I learned.
I think that's what my. Let's see, people. Who agrees with me? Put an A in the chat if you believe that that's what it is, or a B in the chat if you do not think so. And we'll
Let me just
see.
Google image search strumpet and see what pops up.
I always thought it was some kind of bird, but
Strumpet, a female prostitute.
Yeah.
A woman who has many casual sexual encounters or relationships. Ding, 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 ding. That's why they call me GM Hobbs, people. I used to be the pedantic GM. Cody Mazza gives me an F, of course. Thank you for that. All right, so we are back. And is there anything you guys want to do in the salty strumpet? Or can you stick a fork?
Maybe more just to deceive any tail. I like the idea.
Can we drink from that headwater? Does she serve from that? Or is it just a decoration?
I don't know. Why can't I move Gurdon? He's like a difficult dude to move.
Where do you want me? 8?
He shall not be moved.
So yeah, you guys go in there, you have a beer. So why don't you guys drop off like a few silver pieces for your drinking around town, and then you can head back to the River Curs and whatever they or Catrie's Cove, right? And what are you gonna tell Asta?
I don't think I have silver pieces, dude.
I mean, I can spot you. We're going with two silver for or 3 for the night. We went 3 places.
I have
gold,
no money on
golders, and this is like a thing that has come up in almost every single session.
Oh.
And the silver pieces are called something.
And by that I mean I have no money on my sheet, so I don't.
You should have gotten 1d6 golden golders with your character. You just probably didn't realize you were supposed to roll that when you made your character from the.
Boom! I got 2 of the golders.
Right,
is it the same breakdown though as D&D?
No.
2 to 10 to
10 to 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, then I will.
So 3 SP.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Nice. He's actually got greetings and farewells in here. And for the Varnori, it is hearken, often with a forearm shake.
That's what I figured. It's the Viking thing, right?
Sen Somir is now we go. Interesting.
We'll start doing Harkin in a forearm shake with the bros.
Let's start. Yeah, you guys see the river
Just
cruise.
realized.
They're all like, "Hey,
terrible
Harkin,
things
Harkin,
to
Harkin,
see.
Harkin, 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 Harkin." But these guys are real bros, so they shorten everything, and they're just like, Harkin, Hark, Ken. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm getting tired.
Just stop. Stop while you're ahead. Yep.
All right. Sorry, my bad. I am ahead still.
No, we stopped that.
I don't know. I can't. Find
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I don't have anything else to do in this tavern. We could stay here, just maybe for the night, then report back to.
Well, they might actually think it's super useful to know that like the goods are right there, and maybe they have the numbers to go do something
Okay.
about it if they want.
Okay.
Like,
That's fine.
the information might be more valuable. Like, we'll chug a beer here and then like maybe quickly head that way.
All right,
To
so
hydrate
first
here.
of all, I want to
Yeah.
say welcome to the chat, James. It's good to see you, buddy. Thanks for showing up. And otherwise, you guys are just going to let Asta know that they have the goods, and then we'll see what happens after that.
And where they are, yeah.
All right,
Yes.
sounds good. So
Fucking
I'll dole out
sweet.
experience. Good job. You guys have played a session. Congratulations. I think Cody Fenlag's up to 2 sessions now. One more, and you go up a level.
Was this information worth anything to her?
Well, they'll give you a round of drinks. They're just a little disappointed that you didn't finish off the task and dealt with Matthias, because obviously they're not happy. But they do talk about, if you're around, maybe swing by in a few days, and we'll see what's going on up at Matthias's house.
I'm always around
All right.
because I don't have a home. I'm practically homeless. So.
So you guys were like acting like it was weird. If you look really close at this map, you can see that like there's little kennels and stuff all over the place, corrals and such.
What was weird? The animal thing?
Yeah, the animal thing that they were.
The
just
cows
like,
just showed up. Yeah.
Yeah, that the cows.
Well,
were going on. So if we
yeah,
zoom
less
in-
about like abnormal and more just of all
Unexpected.
encounters,
right?
like walking through a city or an urban environment, you're like, boom, cows.
Of Vikings, right?
There's a lot of weird
Yeah.
stuff on this map once you look at it pretty close, actually. I'm not sure what all of it is, but there's like little corrals and
What is this? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. Doesn't it look like it's like a squirrel or something, like some kind of totem pole?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out though.
Are there any wells? There are no wells.
This looks like a well right here, doesn't it? And this is like a dragon masthead or something sticking up nearby.
Oh yeah, that's a well. Maybe. I don't know. I thought it was a gazebo.
I
But that
thought
makes
the
more
gazebo-
sense.
I thought this was a well
Yeah.
up here. There's like giant bear statues at the front gates. I don't know. This is actually a pretty sweet map. It's even sweeter the closer you get to it. Looking
Definitely.
at it. Anyway,
Sick map, bro.
sick bad, bro. We think I would have had a cool adventure set up for Vorngard. Maybe I'll do that. We did roll on the table, and so we got some fun stuff. But other than that, did I have anything else, or are we done?
I think we're good in game. Yeah.
All
I
right,
think we're good
nice.
as well.
All right, so Cody, you got anything you want to pimp or talk about, or say something about the game or the channel?
Yeah, it
anything?
was a really fun game. Thanks for running. I would definitely be playing again. If you're not already in the Audio Dungeon Discord, get in there. Best place on the internet.
Stu Doggy Dog.
Yeah, no, thanks. That was it was utterly a good time. Utterly cow reference. Come on, people. All right, sorry.
Come on.
So look, no, it's my first time playing It does. But what was interesting to me is like it just continues to show that like system doesn't matter as much depending on how it's run, that a good game's a good game, and thanks for running it, Jason.
Yeah, my pleasure. I don't know how much of the system we actually got to use other than the skills, because you guys really didn't take any of the bites on anything else. You could have done all sorts of things, and the choices you made is where the game went, and that's the beauty of an open game, right? So that's what happens. Anyhow, I appreciate all the people who came in to chat. Thanks, guys, and chat that stuff up. You can always do sponsoring. You can go to Hobbs and Friends Patron, or you can just show up here and talk to us when it's fun to watch us play games. I'll put this out on the YouTube. This would be session number 4 of Low Fantasy Gaming by Pickpocket Press. Thanks for sponsoring this game, Steve Grod. We appreciate it. And thanks for coming down to the Gamerhood today. Won't you be my gamer? I'm shutting off the recording.